Zamfara state had assumed an alarming proportion and posed grave dangers to all and sundry, regardless of tribe, religion, social standing, and political affiliations. The process of the peace initiative and dialogue with repentant bandits was activated immediately. The governor equally thought it is wise to roll out other measures that will address the real causes of cattle rustling, which metamorphose into full banditry. He recognized the fact that there should be an end to the needless loss of lives and destruction of people's livelihood. Governor Tolle fully understood that to achieve an enduring peace and success, there was need to develop a proper program that will replace open grazing into the state and put an end to the persistent farmers' harassment prediction, as well as cattle rustling. It was not wise to shake hands with a clenched fist. And in the words of Martin Luther King Jr., true peace is not merely the absence of tension, it is the presence of justice. To this end, the governor quickly proposed to establish one rural grazing ground, that is Ruga, in each of the 3 senatorial districts of the state. With modern facilities that will usher in a 21st century method of cattle rearing and product development. The Ruga project guarantees an all-year-round grazing with nutritious grass, water canals, dams, houses, schools, hospitals, and veterinary clinics. Other facilities include police outposts, a mini stadium, as well as place of worship. And as we are speaking to you now, one of the Rugas is about 100% completed. Whoever will want to see can go to Maradu local government. It is there for anybody to see. It is important to state that this and many other interventions have clearly reduced the killings and attacks in the state, who hitherto were daily occurrences. Today, people living in Zamfara state duly appreciate the genuine intentions and determination of the state governor to ensure an enduring peace, and the support is heartwarming. Gentlemen of the press, this peace initiative that allows repentant bandits to voluntarily surrender their arms and ammunition has undoubtedly ushered in a new dawn in the state. As we speak, people who had deserted their villages have started returning. Farmers have been returning in droves to their farms. The roads are safer today. Markets have reopened and business activities have picked up. Peace is gradually returning to Zamfara. Frankly, it is important that we commend the approach of Governor Bello Matawalli. It is on this note that we throw our full support for the measures taken by the state governor in taming this menace. We are indeed elated that the governor went further to roll out various forms of palliative welfare packages as well as youth employment in the state. This foresight has helped greatly in addressing immediate needs of the people whose livelihood were destroyed in the wake of the attacks. This and many more will no doubt reset the state on the path of development and ultimately drop an indelible mark on the sands of time. We appreciate our security forces who have keyed into this peace policy. We are grateful to everyone in Zamfara who have provided support for the success of this peace initiative, and also call on the federal government of Nigeria to borrow a leaf from the Zamfara State Peace Initiative to achieve national peace. It is our belief that the federal government should offer amnesty to those repentant bandits in the northwestern region, because we are convinced that these repentant bandits will be encouraged to contribute positively to society. Ladies and gentlemen, the current state of affairs in the Zamfara state further convinces us that the peace cannot only be achieved by force it is evidently clear that peace can also be achieved through understanding and genuine dialogue. This conviction comes on the heels of similar success recorded in the Niger Delta, when the late President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua granted amnesty to repentant bandits in that region. Today, the story in that once troubled area is clearly not the same. The amnesty worked perfectly by turning the criminals minded into productive elements, and they are usefully contributing to the society in various fields of endeavor. Today, the attacks on critical infrastructures, including oil installations, pipeline vandalism, and the adoption of expatriates in the region have drastically reduced courtesy of the amnesty program. This is a testimony that peace cannot only be achieved through the use of excessive force. It is evident that dialogue and genuine commitment of both parties is also a vital tool in tackling insecurity. It is gratifying that there is an increase in oil production in the region following the take-up of the amnesty program in the Niger Delta region. The provision of scholarship for repentant militants as well as unemployment are some of the success of the amnesty, and this has returned peace to the area and the Nigeria in general. We can achieve same peace in the Northwest region if the federal government extends this olive branch to repentant bandits. We equally call on other states in the Northwest region of this country to also initiate peace dialogue with their various states as a way of fighting these vices for the peace and development of the region. Because history has shown that no nation, state, or region can develop in the face of higher insecurity. We must work in unionism and patriotism to clear these hurdles for a better tomorrow, so that history will judge us kindly. Desmond Tutu says, and I quote, "If you want peace, you don't talk to your friends, you talk to your enemies." So there is absolutely nothing wrong in pursuing peace through dialogues with repentant bandits who are prepared to be reintegrated into the society. We therefore appeal to all governors of the Northwest, regardless of their political party affiliations, to confront banditry using Governor Beto'o's model. We need to work for peace for the future by changing the mindsets of the bandits, creating employment opportunities for the youth, and resolving the very issues that could potentially trigger crimes. We call on all hands to be on deck. This is not about the personal interests of the Zamfara State Governor or any one of us here. It is about ridding our region of these vices and making the region safer, prosperous, and peaceful. This is about returning the entire region to its good old days, where everybody moved freely and conducted his or her legitimate business without any fear of being taken into the forest or killed or raped. What we experience today does not represent what we are, and we must come together to move away from it. It is disheartening, and we must work assiduously to right this set of wrongs and ills in our society. Ladies and gentlemen, so much is expected of our leaders, and we must all rise to the occasion. We must make decisions that will serve the general interest of Nigeria, and the time is now. The Zamfara State Governor has provided a workable model, and it is our conviction that if replicated in all the states of the Northwest and Nigeria in general, we will be in a better and stronger tomorrow. Gentlemen of the press, we thank you for your attention. This banditry we are now facing started as an agitation. Agitation in the sense, this set of people, the Fulani herders, whatever you may call them, were neglected by the authorities of those days. Neglected in the sense that they are not given schools where they could send in their children. no proper place of grazing for their cattle, not even water in some of the places they live. So from there they started agitating. And the governments of those days refused to understand this. If only they did, and they started to provide this grazing grounds, properly grazing ground, where they may have schools for their children, where they may have water for their cattle, where they will have clinics, where they will have everything they will need. You will have stopped them from migrating from one place to the other. And by the time they migrate, on the way, they find some hurdles. Some of their cattle are being killed. In some places, they are prevented from staying to rear their cattle. And they started agitating that, are we not Nigerians? And, if only they are educated, the agitation would have been different. It would have been the same with the way the Niger Delta militants did their own. But unfortunately, they felt the best way is to protect themselves and their cattle. And they do this by starting to fight with these sticks. And it now turns into guns. So it is the same, not quite necessarily the same. They are different in the sense that these ones are educated, they can handle their situation. These ones are left uneducated, and they could not even know where to go and place their agitations. So you can clearly see the difference.
Are you saying that all of them are Nigerians?
Well, I can't say. Are you telling me that all of those militants in Niger Delta are Nigerians? There may be some from Cameroon. No. Excuse me. Excuse me. Please give me that understanding. Please give me that understanding. I am not here to argue. I am not here to make things difficult for us. What I am here for is to clarify issues. What I am here for is to make maybe an example, anything near to what is happening. So please, I cannot claim to know that those militants in Niger Delta, some of them all of them are Nigerians, are not Nigerians. I cannot claim that because I don't know. I don't have the statistics. I don't have the history. It is only the authorities, maybe the police, or whatever, can actually clarify that all of them are Nigerians. But to my belief, since the gentleman was the press here told me that all of them are Nigerians, I take it all of them are Nigerians.